Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Howdy.
Happy Friday.
I feel like I've been whooped on a Friday.
I just got our thing. Sorry. Let's see. Go back to live chat. And I'm ready for you whenever y'all come in.
Well, it looks like somebody's came in. Phew. Say howdy, howdy, everybody. There's,
Susan says, hi, sis. Hi, Glenn. I've missed you. Desiree, April, and Glenn, hi, you two.
howdy.
That's fine, Miss Paula. I don't know how long we're going to be on here. I'm not feeling the best, so you can check back and see. But I understand. Kyle says hello.
Well, howdy,
Shaky
buddy.
says, what in the tarnation is going on? We ran out of internet this week, guys. We didn't have a bit of internet. So we couldn't upload anything. We got videos ready, but we couldn't upload anything. So I'm sorry. And I don't know, my feet and legs and stuff's been really bad swelled and they just ain't feeling the best. So I told Glenn, I said, we'll go in here and we'll give it a whirl for a little while, see what happens. So it probably ain't going to be a very long live, but we here to say hello and let you know what's been going on with us because we hadn't got to post anything this week. I know my brother was fussing at us today because he actually fell asleep one morning going to work and hit a guardrail.
Sideswiped the guardrail.
Yeah, sideswipe guard. He's okay. He's fine, so don't think nothing's
Well,
wrong with him. But
didn't tear his car up too bad, neither, from what he told me.
exactly, but it scared me because he needs to start getting more sleep. But when I answered the phone, I told him, I said, I'm mad at you and I ain't talking to you. He said, well, I'm mad at y'all. Y'all ain't been on YouTube. And I said, sorry, we can't. Ah, Desiree said Billy has had no internet either. Did you see his video? No, we ain't been
No.
able to get on for
Yeah,
nothing.
we ain't been able to do nothing this week.
We hadn't. I know Papa Rock, I
I,
think,
what was
was
it?
putting up.
Sunday or Monday when I figured out we was out of internet.
I don't know.
I started
I
to do
really don't
something and
know.
the
I can't
computer wasn't
remember.
working. It was, it would try to show a little something and quit. Tried a little bit and quit. And I got to looking and realized I'd run out of data.
Kyle says, Glenn, I just shaved my beard off. Now it's time for you. He does need a good trim, don't he?
Oh, it's getting cold weather.
Julie Sorby says, hi there. Joyce says, hi, everyone.
Howdy, howdy.
Welcome. We've missed you guys.
Yeah.
We've missed having comments from you. Glenn said, has anybody even texted you this week? I said, not that I know of. It's hard to tell without internet, which the messenger and stuff still work, but that's not good, Stephen. Okay. I won't ask, but I seen it and I told Glenn, I said, I don't know. Shaky said he deleted his Facebook account and sent a friend's request under Jim Frank. He said, don't ask, LOL. But I told Glenn, I said, I know that's Shaky's picture, but I don't know if it's him or not. So that's the reason I haven't accepted. So I will accept now. Skinner Farm says, hey, hey, hey.
howdy, howdy, howdy.
Desiree said, April and Glenn, if you have your internet for a bit, watch his video. We should be good now for a while. It
Yeah,
just, we was watching all these election
yeah,
stuff and everything, and we just run out,
yeah.
and we didn't know we was even close to running out.
Well,
So
usually we don't. Usually we have, a rat much left over. It had built up some. But with all that stuff going on, we got to watching a lot of that stuff, and I've been doing some research on some other stuff and this and that, and it's run it out.
Desiree said was mentioned in the video.
Okay,
I know he
on Billy's.
yeah, I know he texted us. What was it? Saturday. I know he told us that he'd been working on his internet for at least 8 hours. And I told him, I said, well, Billy, if
Can't
there's
remember what
anything
that
we can
was.
do, we'll come up there and try to help you or whatever. I mean, we ain't no internet gurus or nothing, but we
He
can
probably
give a
knows more
hand.
about it nowadays.
Yep, but he said, no, he said, we'll just try to get it up. And I hadn't, with everything that's went on, um, 'cause y'all know Billy Joe the Goat was down the last time
No,
Thursday that we done our live,
no,
or Friday,
no, Saturday
Saturday.
from down there at the Bulins, and I never did say nothing. I don't know if you did or
I
not.
did. I told him Friday that he was down, that he had hurt himself, but he passed away, and it's just not been a good week. I miss the little booger. Because he was always, just so friendly and always trying to get us to pet him and everything. And I just hate it. And it's just not been a good week. Desiree, and yeah, I'm sorry to hear it too. I mean, I'm serious. Darlene says my two deer came tonight. They came 10 feet away from me. They even listened to me talk. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, Joy. I need hugs. I really, really do. It's hard whenever you lose an animal. I told Glenn, I said that's the worst part about being homesteaders is animals. Just, I mean, you pet them, you love them, you take care of them, and then something happens and they just lay down and they're gone. I mean, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, it just really tears at your heartstrings. And I'm just a very tender-hearted person, so I told Glenn, I said, I don't, that part I hate about it. I absolutely hate that part. And I know what's going to happen. And Glenn says, well, it's just the cycle of life. Yeah, but
Well, that's what you have to keep telling yourself, because if you don't, it'll get to you if you don't just realize, make yourself realize it's just a cycle of life, and there ain't nothing we can do about it.
Stephen, I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't. He said, friend from Manor got talking about ambulance today at the Sandwich, Illinois Manor apartment complex. Carla's in the house.
Well, hey, sis.
How you doing? I was just talking to her a few minutes before we got on here. And it is the sucky part of life, and I'll cycle of life, and I'll agree. I don't like it, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it. It just tires me down every time. Oh, Joyce said she'd been busy watching her grandson because school went virtual again.
Yeah, he's saying all that mess is getting high again.
Aw, that's sweet, Shaky. Shaky says, I'm glad I live longer than my dogs because I know they had a good life and I don't want someone getting them and treating them bad. You're exactly right because I believe that's one thing we all should do is treat everybody and everything as good as we possibly can and help take care of them as good as we possibly can because it don't matter if it's a cat, if it's a rat, if it's a dog, if it's a
As long as it ain't a
cow.
stink bug, right?
Yeah. No, if the stink bugs don't get in here, I don't care. They
You
can
do.
stay
You
outside and be
you
their
run
happy
from
little.
them out there just the same.
Yeah, I do. I run from them. I don't try to kill them.
No, you ordered me to do that.
If they get on my nose or in my house, yeah, I want them out. Sorry, stink bugs. You just give me the heebie jeebies. Can't deal. No, you're right, Skinner Farms. They said the butchering part doesn't bother me. It's the part when they die before you're ready to let them go. And he followed
Well,
me around
we
like a dog, and I cried like a little girl. Well, it's true.
yeah, but we've had a few that we couldn't. Well, I've had one in my lifetime that I couldn't stand the butcher.
Yeah, but the one thing about them being butchered, now I don't know about y'all, but we've got a place here that's called Cool Springs. And the guy that comes out and does the butchering, his name is Tyler. This guy is so good of a shot. I'm telling you, they don't even know they've been hit. I don't watch it and I can't. All I can do is believe Glenn. But Glenn said whenever they come here and they done Bobo, he said his knees buckled and he just laid down. And that was it. I mean, he just went straight down. He was there eating. He wasn't paying a bit of attention to him. And so to me, that's more humane than them getting sick and laying there suffering. And that's the part, I don't like. Because you don't know if, I mean, it was like, that was late Friday whenever all that happened. And
Yeah, the bad part, we don't know what happened to him. It
yeah,
just
I mean, don't have no idea because that morning he was fine, fine and dandy. And whenever they get, I mean, that's just, I mean, you're talking about yours following you around like a dog. Billy would just come up to you and just nuzzle, wanting you to pet him. And it didn't
yeah,
matter if he had food in front of him, he'd rather be petted and loved on than to eat when he was hungry. Ain't that right,
yeah.
Glenn?
I hated taking him from one place to another because if he got behind me, next thing I know, he'd be up there nibbling on my fingers as I was walking.
Yep. And for him to just get sick like that, it's just heartbreaking. Sorry, guys, that was my phone. I don't know what it sounded like on your end. Yeah, and them bottle caves, they get next to your heart truly bad because they get so pitiful when they get sick.
Yep.
And that's one reason I know we went and picked up, we liked a few gallons of milk of needing or getting what we wanted. So we went and got some the other day, and they had calves. And Glenn said, "Are you sure you don't want to get back into raising calves?" Because I'm
I
telling you, them
miss
is,
it,
well,
but
I miss them,
I just
but they are so susceptible to getting the
yeah.
scares. And then you've got to pull all nighters. And it's not don't love them and I wouldn't do it. It's just the fact of them getting sick and then them dying, and then you having to deal with that, and it's just,
You need to catch up.
I do. Well, I'm right here. I ain't behind.
Oh, I know. 30-minute story.
Yeah, but I'm
Too
not
bad to get
behind.
hung on one thing.
Well, is I was just talking to Skinner Farms because they're talking Joy and Susan. All them's talking about the schools, and I don't have no kids, so I don't know nothing
Hey,
about that.
what I started saying, I don't know nothing.
I know Kendra, our niece, has been really sick, and we hope she's doing better. Or she is doing better, and I hope she's feeling a lot better. Shaky says, "Do you have any wild cherry trees?" Yeah, but
How
where
many
they
you
was
need?
out, no, he's talking about Billy,
No,
not where they was at.
no.
And
Which a wild cherry tree, as long as it's green, won't hurt them. But if they get broke over or cut down and the leaves wilt, then it turns toxic. But he acts like way he was acting, he hurt himself somehow. I don't know how, but he got hurt somehow.
yep, and I don't know if he was playing. The fence wasn't down. It didn't look like anything got
No,
in there and tried to,
no, it wasn't
get
nothing like
after
that.
him.
He
So,
was probably playing or something, or that tree down there that was leaning over. He might have climbed up it and fell off. I mean, I don't know.
hello, Miss Iona and Sue Gates. Sue says part of our school's closed also, but we homeschool Shiloh, our daughter, but our grandson came and spent 3 days because his school closed. Well, I figure they're probably here getting ready to close too, because they say it's just,
Well, I think they just been running partial already. I don't
yep,
think they'd open completely up full. I think they've done so many days at school and so many days home.
yep. Thank you, Iona. She said, hello, I hope you're feeling better, April. Been praying for you both. Prayers is always good and always
Yep.
needed and always loved. So thank you. Said today it was 65 and tomorrow it's going to be 38 only in New York. Can it be hot? Next day freezing. Have a blessed weekend. Well, thank you, honey. It's been pretty chilly here. We've actually been under freeze warnings for 3 days now.
Yeah, it's been getting down into the 20s here at night.
Yep, so it's been
And
getting cold.
but today we looked up and got a 60 degree, 60 some degrees today.
And I know this evening was out there getting ready to do the milking, and Glenn says, ain't it just awesome out here tonight? And I said, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's been a pretty night. I just took
Chilled.
built up a little campfire and just went back in a easy chair.
I know the sun was setting. It was a pretty sunset, and it was just perfect out there. You
Yeah.
don't get very many of those. And Ava says, hello, everyone. Hello, Miss Ava.
Oh.
Skinner said, my name is Josh. Now we're closer friends. Well, thank you, Josh.
Yes.
And of course, you know ours.
Yep.
But I hope everybody on here's had a really good, blessed week, and I hope it's been better. And Desiree, I promise, as soon as we get off here, we'll watch Billy's video.
Yeah.
I just, I mean, I don't know.
I try to keep up with, well, I try to keep up with everybody, but
And Papa Rock, if you're in here watching, that's why we couldn't come in on your StreamYard thing. We
yeah,
ain't had no
he
internet.
had one the other night popped up on the phone that he was being live, but I couldn't get on because I didn't have enough internet. I mean, we had enough to do like texting and stuff like that, but
Thank you, Desiree.
to try to watch a video or upload a video, anything, we couldn't do nothing like that.
Yep. And Stephen, I'm sorry about your friend Paul. I hope he gets to feeling better. Said he's been taken by ambulance and having trouble breathing today.
Mm. But what it is on my internet like that, it's just like your phone, it's Wi or cellular. And when you reach your limit, they turn it down from 4G like to 2G. So, with 2G, you limited on what you can do.
Yeah, our internet's bad enough when we go live, let alone going 2G instead of 4G.
Oh, yeah, 2G was several years ago.
Yep. But I know it's just been, I don't know, a couple bad days. I know Mama was planning on coming down here the other day and was going to do some things that I've been wanting to get done. And I told her, I said, Mama, it just ain't a good day. I said, my feet and legs have been swelled. I mean, they've been swelled bad, hadn't they, Glenn?
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually, my feet are actually pwned and arched over my toes, probably about that far. So they just hurt whenever they're down.
That's right, Susan. This is a family channel. We all become family.
You're exactly right. Cause we all think, or we think of y'all all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm serious. We think of y'all all the time. Skinner says, I think I've only posted one video since I lost Angus. It's hard.
It is.
I mean, I don't. The reason, in the reason I didn't post nothing about Billy or anything or any other animal like that, it's bad enough to have to see them being sick. And it's not that I'm trying to hide anything or that I'm trying to, conceal anything. Because I tell y'all the good and the bad in our life. And we're really an open book. What you see, you can ask anybody that's ever met us. What you see on here is what you get. We are the same no matter where we're at, who we're with, or nothing else. And we'll always be that
The only way I know to be.
way.
I ain't an actor.
Exactly.
I don't. We try to do a scripted video one time. It didn't make it far.
It didn't, because we kept messing up.
Yeah.
So we just get out here and go with the flow, and that's it. But I don't show that because it hurts my feelings bad enough, and I don't want to make anybody else's day any worse by showing them something like that. And seeing is a whole lot worse. I mean, it makes you feel sorry for them and hurts you, you know, to hear about it, but it's way worse watching it. And that's the reason I don't do videos on anything like that or post, anything like that. It's bad enough having to hear about it, let alone see it. So we'll tell you the bad about homesteading, but I'm not going to show it to
Well,
you.
let's get on a different subject.
Well, we
You've been on
will.
that long enough.
Ava says, "Oh my gosh, I hope you're feeling better soon. I have lupus and it is miserable when my feet are swollen and hurting. Thankfully, doesn't happen to me often." Well, see, I've got fibromyalgia and then I've got problems with my feet. So whenever they swell, it's bad. And they've been bad for
Oh,
for
excuse
the
me.
past few days.
Well, hello, Murray Ranch.
Hello, Miss Mary. How are
And
you?
and there's Two Family Homestead.
Hello, to family. How are you? And Joy wants to know, how much chicken stew did you eat? That was good chicken stew.
One
Life with
bowl.
Rob. Hello from Hawaii. Oh, I wish I was in Hawaii right now.
I hear you. I'll eat one bowl of it, and then I ate some of the pork barbecue, and then I had two or three little pieces of sweet stuff.
Skinner Farms, this is a compliment, so thank you. He said, "Well, y'all gave me advice on how to take care of him, and the vet come out and done exactly what y'all said, and he still didn't make it. He was fine one evening and gone the next." I'm telling you, those little
I've
babies like that are just, they can go downhill so fast.
I fed some of them mornings, be eating fine, then notice them starting to lay around in the middle of the day, and by that night they wouldn't eat nothing and be gone that night.
And then we had one time. I'm telling you, Glenn tried to force feed that calf. He done everything. That calf fought him and would not eat. It was actually when we was raising them for that guy, our friend. And I mean, I kept telling Glenn, I'm worried the calf's gonna fall over because he was so little.
Well, I tried to
Three or
get him to come over here and actually tube him and everything, and he said, if he ain't gonna eat, just don't worry about it, leave him alone. And he said, I'll come pick him up when the time comes. And about it wasn't 3 days, was it?
I think it was 3 to 4 days.
I don't think it was that long,
I
but
I
it
do.
was it was some days there went by, and I said, the heck with you. But he never did. You could tell he was getting a little weak, but he never did go down. But then all of a sudden, that rascal cut loose, and God, did he eat and grow?
He did. I mean, he just took off one day. It was just like he was like, the plug coming stopped or something. I'm hungry. Let's have some of that milk. And that
Hmm.
calf would absolutely
He'd butt you to death.
want more milk, more milk. Ava said, "When are we leaving Hawaii? Here we come, LOL."
It'd have to be on a boat.
Hello, Miss Joni. Joni says, "Hello, hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Been down with a bout of Lyme disease last couple of weeks. On the mend now. Joni, honey, that's hard to fight."
Yeah, especially if it's anything like what that hit me. What was that, about a year and a half ago?
Yep.
And they kind of said that thought that's what it was with me. And if it was, I'd tell you it's rough.
I reckon Rob's been over in Hawaii a time or two. I bet it is pretty there. I'd love to go to Hawaii. I love the flyers, the layout of the land.
I just want some warm weather.
Just from what I've seen on TV, I ain't never been there, but man, would I love to go. Well, guys, I hate to, but in about, what, 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and get off here. I'm going to go
Well, you
put
might
my
as well
feet
make
up.
it 30 minutes. You like 6 minutes.
All right, 6 minutes. See, I can't see it over there in the corner. So I have to go by guessing. Joy says Maui is beautiful and the weather is perfect. Well, Miss Ava, we gotta get together and go to Hawaii. Glenn says by boat. I don't know if I could handle that.
Well, I can't handle being flying. I can't.
Shaky says, "Dang, Glenn, you won't be flying with me."
Nope.
He'd be crying like a girl.
I can swim a little bit, but I can't fly a lick. I'm just like a rock.
Ava says she's all right with a boat.
I don't want to see what kind of splatter I'd make on the ground.
uh, Murray writes, we just hadn't had no internet this week, and that's the biggest thing. That's the reason we've not posted no videos or anything. We run out and didn't have no clue we was anywhere close. But my feet and legs are just swelled real bad, and they've been hurting awful for about 3 days, and I can't just sitting with my feet down. They hurt even worse. So I'm getting ready to go get in the bed and get them up and elevated because they just I don't know they've just been a pain, a big pain. And Billy Joe the goat passed away, and I think you should be caught up pretty much. And Susan, you're right. Sometimes it is. I mean, I think it's a lot better if something's going to happen that the Lord just take them on so they don't have to suffer. Because I'd rather that happen than anything or anybody having to lay and suffer. Because that's just most of us are really good people and don't deserve that, or really good animals and don't deserve that. But yeah, Glenn always said that he could swim if anything happened, but he didn't have no wings to fly. And that's the reason he won't get in an airplane to go anywhere.
Scared of heights
Uh,
too.
but I know whenever he was up in, what was it, West Virginia, where all them real high snowbanks were,
No, that was in Canada.
Canada,
Yeah.
he was telling me about it, and I was like, "Oh man, I wish I was there because I just absolutely love snow." And he said, "No,
When
you
you
don't."
sitting in a cowboy truck and you have to roll the window down and stick your head out the window to look up and see the top of the snowbank, it's a weary feeling.
He kept saying, "I feel like if they come crashing in on me, I'm done for."
Uh, you would be done for. There ain't no thinking it. It would definitely.
Yeah, because he said they was what, 15, 20 feet high snow banks, if not more.
Well, that trailer I was pulling was 13 6 foot high, and it was snow above it. So I don't know how high they was, but it was. Like I said, I rolled the window down and stuck my head out to see the top of the snowbank. And I was going downhill, and the snow was getting higher.
But I did. I used to. I absolutely love snow. Anymore, it's not as appealing to me if we lose power and all the stuff I know that we're going to lose. So I worry a little bit more about it now than I used to, but used to I absolutely loved it. I'd get out and play in it. We'd go riding in it and play out in the snow. And
Now I get too cold.
yeah, he does. He about froze me the other night at the chicken stew. Come up and stuck his hand to me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you've been playing in some ice water."
No, it just cold. It just got cold.
He does anymore. I mean, to be as hot natured as he was when he was young, and then for him to come in and put his dad blame cold feet to me,
Well,
or his hands now.
I went over there at one of the fire pits when I was standing there with my hands down in the pit, and she was standing 5 foot behind me. Said, "I don't see how you can stand that close to that thing." And I said, "You better look. I got my hands inside of it."
Well, I could feel the heat just pouring off of
Oh, I couldn't. Not till I got up over it.
it. And it was hot to me, and I didn't see how he was standing there with his hands in it like that. I really didn't, because it was really hot. Thank you, Miss Joni. I appreciate it. I tell you, some days it's really hard to deal with and hard to get to going and stuff, but trust me, it's a lot harder to push through the pain and go on than it is to lay down and have to take a day or two off and then get up and try to go. To me, I just, even if it ain't nothing but just walking a few steps here and there and then getting and sitting down in the Arctic cat and saying, Glenn, you're going to have to do it because there's a lot of days he does that. But I'm there with him and I'm up trying, so. Susan says, I don't walk on water. No ships for this landlubber.
Well, that's me. I can't fly a lick.
And Rob says, I have seen snow like that in Ohio back in 1976. We had a huge snowstorm.
Good
Carla,
night,
good night.
Carla.
Love you, sis. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, girlfriend. All right, Shaky says, I've got to go. My left eye. We getting ready to get off here too, guys, so
Yeah,
I can go put my feet up. We love y'all with.
and I am give out. I've had to run and get hay and everything today, and I'm just put hay in.
Well, we've actually, I mean, it's been a pretty busy week,
Yeah,
but
especially day's been the worstest on me.
and I told him today, I said, you're going to have to go get us something to eat because I can't stand in there and cook. Unless you want to go cook and I'll eat it. But sorry, I can't do it today.
Mhm.
So he ran out and got us something to eat. But anyway, you guys is always on our hearts or on our
Or
minds
mine.
and in our hearts. We love y'all guys so much, and y'all were what makes us push through and keep doing this. And we promise we'll get some videos out now that we got internet. But everybody, please remember to pray for Papa Rock that he can beat this cancer this time.
There you go.
And anybody that's having any problems, I love you. Just let me know. We'll pray for you. I pray for y'all every day anyway. But if nothing happens or any exciting news or anything and we don't go live before next Friday, we'll see y'all next Friday. Y'all see us in a video, but we'll see y'all next Friday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.